Okay, we have Stephanie, Chris and Maya from D.I.Y Art Films, and you made the Supermarket horror musical film. Did you want to talk a little bit about the concept and just where you came up with the idea?
Maya sort of came up with the idea first, just sort of thinking about things. We knew we wanted to make a film for Mia, but we didn't have a lot of time, so we sort of bounced ideas back and forth, and Maya came up with it, and we all loved it for various reasons. The ideas we wanted to put forward. Maybe Maya can tell you exactly what came up with it.
Yeah, I was on a bus listening to Frank Sinatra, and thinking about a lot of the things we'd been talking about. We wanted to make a social commentary about the daily grind and women's place in society and our jobs, and just basically a lot of different ideas coming together. We wanted it to be darker humour than other things we'd made, and yeah, it just sort of came together, and we also wanted it to be sort of ridiculous and fun at the same time, because doing it under a stressful situation, it's nice to be doing something that's a little lighter that you're working with when you're animating 15 hours a day or whatever it is in the end. So it was really just one of those things where we'd talked a lot about different ideas, and I just sort of went, maybe this, and we followed that along and enjoyed making it.
Now, there were a few sponsors on there that I noticed, like some architectural firms, and there were obviously some other characters in the film that I've heard were based on people you knew. Did you want to talk a bit about, I guess, sponsorship, where you got the money from, and how you worked friends into your films?
We basically we didn't want to approach a funding body for this film. We sort of wanted to do it independently and sort of retain complete creative control over it, so I was trying to think about ways that we could do that, and we sort of had the idea of independently funding it through business and individual sponsorship. So we came up with a whole range of different sponsorship packages, ranging from individual sponsorship, which involved you could sling us $50 and we'd put your face in the film, or to sort of larger business sponsorship packages where you could either get your logo in the credits, or in some cases we put their logos and business information in banners in the film. So that was just marketed towards basically friends and family, but a little bit beyond that scope. We managed to raise enough money to record the soundtrack and stuff like that. So it actually worked out really well, yeah.
And on your website, it lists a few clients such as lawyers and things like that. Did you get them based on the film, or is that something that you have people you have relationships with anyway?
That sort of predates the film. Like all three of us have worked in different areas, like with design or illustration and things like that. So when we came together, we sort of all had a good body of clients from beforehand. So most of that is from that time, but we also have done a couple of other things, like that 60-second animation Steph was talking about in the forum, for a viral marketing campaign and a documentary and things like that. So I think it's too early for this film to be attracting us any work, if it ever does. Fingers crossed. But that's from beforehand.
I did a crossword puzzle, but I couldn't finish it the other day.
My Perry just got a promotion. Really? Well,
flavours. Potato chips. Yeah, but there's different flavours, like there's plain, there's whole mini, there's barbecue chicken.
I'm talking about hot chips. And I use the Omo-sensitive powder.
My preference is for short haircut. Why? Well, again,
That is a burn that you will feel nowhere else. Call 1-800-BURN-MY-ASS.
Free squid on a stick.
Sweet broccoli mousse.
Try our new cheese in a can.
Attention shoppers. Been a while since those kitchen bench tops really sparkled. Selected cleaning products at bargain prices in aisle 12.
$1, $1.05, $1.10, $1.15.
Yeah, well, I guess originally the first problem we came up with the musical was how we were going to record big band style music, and we initially thought we might be able to do it in a cupboard with insulation, and then soon discovered that we would actually have to spend some money because there were just too many instruments and too many unknowns that we'd never dealt with before. So that was probably the first big issue, that we really wanted to try and do it DIY style, no money, but we ended up having to put a little bit of money towards it to just get into a studio and get it properly recorded. But it was a really exciting experience doing that, and we're very lucky to know a lot of musicians in Melbourne who could help us with the whole project, and they're really talented people, and so we're very lucky to have them give us their time and efforts and work. So that was probably the first issue we had to deal with, but we all love musicals and dance, so the idea of doing a musical got us really excited. You guys have something to elaborate on that?
No. I don't know. I don't know what it is about a musical, but all three of us, we like the visual side of things. We also really like music, so music video is something we want to go in the future. But musical's just a lot of fun, and we'd seen it done badly and we'd seen it done well. So we sort of, for our next big film, we thought, can we tackle the musical? And I don't know. Hopefully, it worked okay.
Your film Fraught was screened last year as part of the 2007 MEAF Festival. So how do you find MEAF? How have you found it in the past couple of years since you've been involved?
MEAF is spectacular. I think Steph said, it's the most important week of our year. And it's really true. If it wasn't for Malcolm and Helen and MEAF, we wouldn't really be animators. We might have just made Fraught, finished university and done whatever. But because of the support these guys have given us, they've shown us what other festivals we can submit to. They've really helped publicise us. It's because of them we're in this field now. I can't hype them up enough. Every little animator out there needs to get down here and come and join us for the fun, I think.
Yeah, sums it up pretty well.
Excellent. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.